topic of activist judges. There's an ocean of differences between how Republicans and Democrats feel about global government, including use of foreign laws, such as Sharia, in U.S. courts' decisions. Please state how you feel about this. Mr. Obama, we'll start with you.
Let me be clear.
Please do.
Global governance is good. We should all consider ourselves citizens of the world.
No.
We should break free from the constraints of the Constitution that was written at a different time and a different place.
No.
The court should use foreign courts, even UN treaties, to move America, to move America and its Constitution toward the entitlement of the progressive movement.
No. Never happened.
Well, that's treason.
How about it?
Most Americans don't realize what's at stake when it comes to the Supreme Court. A few recent examples of U.S. Supreme Court rulings indicate the importance of this presidential election. And they highlight how this election is about freedom and keeping control of our lives as much as it is about jobs and the economy. And let me be clear, I will never subjugate American sovereignty to any authority on earth. Gun control is one of the most important issues as it relates to our Supreme Court and this election. There was a 5-4 decision in June of 2010 that citizens had the right to own guns for self-defense. The left is so determined to get our guns, they're filing more challenges. The next president will appoint at least one or two more Supreme Court judges. As a result, the next president will, in essence, decide whether citizens will retain our gun rights under our Second Amendment. Other examples of what's at stake in the balance of the Supreme Court are illegal immigration and cap and trade. This is really scary, and I can't leave out Obamacare. 85% of Americans are against the individual mandate.
Yes.
They don't believe the government has the constitutional right to tell them how to spend their money. And if they don't obey, they'll be fined or even jailed by the government.
I am sick and tired of you Republicans whining about success. Death, taxes, and my new health insurance mandate are now certainties in life. Make what you will of the national health care, but I'm the only president in a line of presidents who made it happen. I did it. Complain as you may, I did what I had to do. Congress gave me no choice but to bribe members. I had to do it. I hid $105 billion in the bill as my slush fund. I pulled one of the biggest heists in political history. I tied the hands of Congress by approving billions in a slush fund that they couldn't find, nor could they defund it. And after that, I got around by having it to be a 2,000-page bill. You got to give me credit for being a master of putting such a diabolical plan together.
There you go.
Pretty doggone good. As for illegal immigration goes, Democrats we depend on voter fraud in close elections. This is documented. This is documented. So I must make sure that immigration laws are not enforced and that voter ID laws are not implemented. And as to cap and trade, even Democrats rebuffed me in Congress on the federal takeover of the energy sector. But my czars will find a way to go through the back door. And in my second term, I will appoint Supreme Court majority to give me whatever I want, whenever I want it, and whenever I need it.
mandate of the American people is to repeal Obamacare, and it will be repealed the same way. The repeal may come before voters get a chance in November. The Supreme Court will rule in June on whether the federal government can force all citizens to buy certain products. As far as you and your voter fraud scheme goes, to not enforce federal and immigration laws, and your power grab scheme of a federal takeover of energy, the majority of voters disagree with you. This is why they will make you a one-term president.
Dream on, man, dream on. The press protects me from widespread public exposure.
They do.
I do what I have to do to win this election.
That's the truth.
The election is mine. And once re-elected, I would use the Supreme Court as my backdrop for the ever-changing of this culture and the U.S. Constitution, without changing a word in the text. I was a student of Saul Alinsky, don't forget that.
No, we haven't.